I don't know about you, but if I've ever been dumped in the past, I like block the shit out of that person. I forget their name. I delete all photographs. I pretend like they never existed. If people come up to me and ask me about them, I'm like, non comprende, like I speak another language just to not talk about them. But she lays it all out, which is nice.
Any therapy for that? No, I think it's probably quite a good way of processing it, isn't it?
Just pretending it never happened.
Yeah.
Just
no, I meant writing the book. But yeah, your version's great too.
Oh no, her version is a lot more healthy and probably quite cathartic. I don't know, I'll ask her.
I would like to know whether or not he knows that the book is about him.
Oh, for
Has she
sure.
made it very... She hasn't sort of hidden details that would be like...
I mean, she's probably changed his name, but it's like, yeah, it's very... it's intimate in a sense, like holidays they went on, conversations they had.
Because I always think that about singers, like when they write a song about someone they've broken up with or someone that's like, you know,
yeah, do you think David understands it's about him with Lily?
Exactly. Taylor Swift, I think, maybe a bit more.
Oh yeah, she's a bit. Yeah, you're always questioning with her a bit.
Yeah.
I'm just basically going, which one was Tom Hiddleston? Which song? You know, because that was the most well known.
I don't think he got a song.
Oh, that is so harsh.
I know, he got a string vest and no song, I think. God bless him.
Oh. Well, he's happy now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's fine. And maybe that's the only one we're aware of because he was the one Brit.
There have been a couple of Brits. In
Oh,
fact,
yeah,
I
there
feel like
was.
they were predominantly Brits for like a really long time.
Oh yeah, there was the really hip DJ guy who obviously is so hip I don't know him. I can't think of his... Calvin Harris.
You did use the word hip though, which makes you ultimately not very hip.
No. And I'm wearing Marks and Spencer's. I just am
You don't need to
so
admit
old.
that though.
No, I shouldn't.
No one
admit
needed
it.
to know that.
No, but it's, you know, Marks and Spencer's. I want to give them a plug.
Could they sponsor us? Oh, nice.
That would be amazing.
You could do your sexy voiceover voice for their next.
What's my sexy voiceover? Did I do that in drive time?
Yeah.
Is it quite sexy?
It is sexy. Oh, it's a bit weird, a bit Alan Partridge, but it's.
But you find Alan Partridge kind of sexy, so I can see how you made that.
I don't find him sexy, Daisy. That is not what I find him. He makes me fall asleep.
Okay.
He helps me with my insomnia.
Oh, okay.
It's not the same thing. It's the opposite.
So you listen to him in bed just for the sleep?
There's something about his voice that just sends me right off.
Do you still do that?
No, I don't. I had to move on. It got weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it got weird, and I can't wear headphones at night time because I'm too worried that the kids might need me. So I have to blare out of my phone whatever it is I'm listening to, which meant that David was having to listen to Alan Partridge every time he was going to sleep, and I don't think that was great for our marriage. But it is specifically Alan Partridge, not Steve Coogan. I would like that on record.
Okay, yeah, that is quite
It's
important.
live. It's from the Oast House. It's that podcast that he does. It's really funny.
I didn't even know he did a podcast. I guess everyone does a podcast. Oh, I came up with a good spin-off podcast idea. Not that this is a podcast, but a spin-off idea. Now, what do you think it is? A spin-off idea from where writers write. It's very easy. But you would be the interviewer. So who would you be interviewing and what would the title be? You're going to get it.
Well, it can only be like another play on that same thing, can't it?
Exactly, yep.
Where actors act. Is that it?
Genius.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to actors.
No, but then you go to, like, if an actor is doing the RSC or something, you go to...
Have we met?
the stage. Okay, fine. If an actor is doing...
No, end of sentence. If an actor is doing something, I don't want to be there.
I think you'd be a really good interviewer.
Yeah,
I mean, you
not
are.
if I'm
You've already
pissy
done
about it, though. Which
Not
is,
if you're like, oh, so tell me about your fucking motivation.
What's your fucking process? Jesus Christ. Go on. Yeah, no, you've got 20 minutes.
It's really cold on this stage. Can we go somewhere else? I don't care where you act. Oh, God. If you were to interview people, what would you most like to find out about?
ADHD. It genuinely is all I care about.
We're psychologists.
It's niche. It's ADHD. It's just that.
I
I
think
only
that's
want to talk
great.
to people who have ADHD about ADHD. Yeah, there are podcasts about that already.
Oh,
been done.
People who have ADHD and how it manifests.
Yeah, Grace Timothy does a really good podcast about ADHD. And she's done it. I don't need to do it. I can just, oh, hello.
Hi.
I can just listen to her one.
Okay, well, Well, there you go.
Yep.
Where actors act, die to death. So that's free. That idea is free. Take it if you want it.
I want that. Actually, Lucy Eaton does a podcast about acting. She's covered that.
But is it in their place of acting?
No, because I think it could be quite difficult to do that. Like, you're turning over. I'm so sorry. It's just Daisy and Georgia have come to talk to me about the scene that I'm just in right now. Can we just give me like 20 minutes? Is that okay? No.
True. It doesn't work. When you flesh it out, it's possibly a no-goer.
You pull a thread.
Yeah. I like pitching like that though. I think my pitch of just like, guess what the idea is.
Yeah.
That's how I want to go into writing meetings and just be like, it's about
what
a
do
boy
you think it's about?
and a girl. Go. I can't be bothered to do the work. You pitch it.
Well, that's the thing. They might actually make something if it came out of their head.
They probably would. I mean, who knows nowadays? Yeah. And I'm sure I said this in Aid's interview, but I knew a writer. I dated a writer in LA. No, I'm not going to say that.
Are you sure you're okay talking about him? And you might have to bring back some memories that you might have to process.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, it's okay because I dumped him.
Oh,
If I
see.
dump them, they're
you're
fine.
happy to...
They can still exist. And occasionally I like to think of them and go, oh my god, they must
I
miss
hope
me
he's doing
so.
okay. Do you imagine that they're still in exactly the same place as they were when you left them? Like 25 years ago,
Oh,
when you
still
broke apart,
crying.
they're still sort of sitting in the middle of
Still crying, still shuddering.
Covent
I'm
Garden,
like,
sort of sobbing next to a fountain.
Yes, but there was a writer who I knew in America, and he had never had anything on TV, but he had lived a very nice life because he just got pilots commissioned all the time.
Yeah.
You'd think now that hopefully nowadays that doesn't happen. Actually, I was going to say he's like a straight white man, so hopefully that doesn't happen because hopefully they're having a harder time. But I think there was about 3 months where they were having a slightly more difficult time, and more voices were coming to the fore, and now I think it's back in America, at least.
Yeah.
Back to them.
Yeah.
It's their time again. Oh, that's good.
For
Those
you,
3 months in the
everything
cold
has
must have been
been-
so hard.
I'm getting really bored of driving at 20 miles an hour.
Oh my god, it's so boring.
That's all I can think about. And this person behind me is really annoyed about the fact that I'm sticking to the speed limit.
That's a good thing though, because
Because I
they...
do not want one of those online courses again.
Did you do one of those?
I did one this time last year.
What, the 20 is plenty? Isn't that
I love
the-
that.
that's
The
the
jingle.
catchphrase, 20
We didn't
is
have that
plenty.
in ours.
Oh,
We had a
you
woman
did.
on our one that was on the course because she was driving too slowly.
Oh, that would be me.
I was like, it feels like there should be a separate course for you because you are on your own. And she kept saying, it's just because of the badgers.
Oh,
I don't want to kill the badgers.
oh,
Where the
she
fuck do you
sounds...
live? Oh, that's annoying. Look at that sign. The word Wandsworth has been split in half.
Yeah.
There. How annoying is that?
Oh, that is quite annoying. Why don't they at least do a dash?
Yeah, that is a terrible design.
I mean, what were they thinking?
New.
Why didn't they
acres
just keep it as
Wandsworth.
one? They probably had to keep it that slim. Just make the font smaller.
Yeah, that is foolish.
It's very... You couldn't live there.
I couldn't live there. Well, I couldn't live there actually because I'd have to look at it.
Yeah, that's true.
I could really live there.
You'd probably like petition against it. You'd be out there with like your sign.
I'm so sorry. I just can't look at it anymore. It's so upsetting.
What is your favourite rom-com?
Never been kissed.
Oh, Josie Grossi. I forgot about that one.
That is what I call my youngest child. Is Josie Grossi.
Oh, Birdie.
Yeah, I mean she has no like. She doesn't understand why it's not. She's not.
She's
insulted
no reference
by
that
it.
I'm insulting her.
She's not seen it. Josie Grossi. I think she's just developed a penchant for picking her nose and eating it.
Oh,
So
Elodie's got
it's
that.
Josie Grossi.
Actually, my youngest the other day, I don't know if I can keep this in, but she yesterday was eating pizza last night, picked her nose, wiped the snot onto the pizza,
Oh my
and
God,
took a bite,
amazing.
and then went yummy.
That is Josie Grossi. God, you'd find this roundabout confusing.
Oh my god, I'd be still going around it 8 hours later.
I don't think I even watched anything last night. I don't think I have the capacity.
To watch anything.
No, it's just.
Do you think that's because you're watching a lot of Instagram reels? Is that what
I don't
is-
watch Instagram reels.
Oh well, that's good because that kills your attention.
Yeah, no, I Wilfred was gave me a big talk about Instagram reels and was just like, no, that will ruin your brain.
It is. It's
They're
rotting
quite
the
clever,
brain.
so I was like, okay, I won't do that then. What was the last thing I watched though? I can't even remember. Oh, we're
Selling
watching
Sunset?
the morning show.
Oh,
Which is great. I
Have you
love
finished that?
Well, no, because we're watching it together, and then he's working all the time. And actually, it was out 4 nights in a row.
You were?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Oh my god,
So,
how are you feeling?
I mean, I'm fucked. Genuinely.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's been really tough.
I
the
just
last
did the
24
Sunday
hours.
with you, and I was like, that's me done for a month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there is a podcast called A Screenwriter's Life, which everyone should go to and listen to. It's brilliant, and it's got these 2 writers, these American women. The woman Meg LaFoe, who wrote Inside Out, and they always ask. They say, we always like to start with adventures in screenwriting. How was your week this week? I shouldn't do the impression, but
Yeah, nice, because then it is like plagiarism.
it is.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, I don't speak like that.
I'm so sorry. We've done that.
But it's a
already.
really nice
What's
question.
happening here?
Ooh.
Come
Oh
on,
yeah, you gotta
let me
go in the other
through.
one. It's a really nice question to start, sort of like anchor you in the present. I mean, they do theirs. This will be going out like by the time I've edited it.
Are
like
you
2 years
suggesting
after.
that you want to anchor me in the present, or Sophia Money-Coutts in the present?
Or like all of us,
You
just
want
as
everyone
that-
anchored in the present?
or just to have one question that you ask straight away. But maybe I already have that because I'm like, tell us about your space.
Yeah.
You know.
And also, what are we, like 5 in now?
Yes.
Yeah. Bit late to start a new thing.
I've put number 5. I'm starting I'm starting a new thing. I'm starting, look,
Got
last 5 questions. I've got a last 5 questions I'm going to write.
I think that's fine. I think you can add new things on the end of things,
Okay,
but I
good.
don't think like you can suddenly add in an opener. It would
No,
be like
that's true.
halfway through
Hey,
a
we
series.
asked everyone,
Yeah.
what's your favourite? And everyone would be
That's
like,
a
no, you
lie.
don't.
Yeah, you've never done that before. Yeah, it'd be like changing the credit sequence like halfway through a TV show.
Yeah,
People don't want that.
no,
They like this the reassurance of, oh yeah, this is how it starts.
that's true. And the last 5 questions, well, I've actually got 7. So that's...
Brilliant. So it's not about maths then.
Tell me which ones suck
Okay.
and which ones don't suck.
I like this game. Go on.
Okay. What's your dream writing space and why?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that was enthusiastic response.
No. I was just thinking it through. I was thinking
Okay.
through. Yeah.
If you could tell your younger writer self one thing, what would it be?
That is an impossible question. That's like.
Or if you could tell your younger driver self, what would it be? If you could tell your younger self one thing,
That's
what
what I mean.
would
What would it be for you?
I would be like, invest in Apple. Don't you ever think like, I wish I could go back with my head now, as in my mind, not my physical head, not a 5-year-old's body, because that would be weird. My mind now into my sort of like 15-year-old self, and then just live life knowing what's happening, knowing who everyone
Absolutely
is.
not. Why would you want that?
Because I could just like,
No,
I
because
don't know,
then there would be
kind of
no
fun.
excuse for like mistakes or like shit behaviour,
Yeah, and you'd probably miss all the people.
and no one would like you.
And I would,
They'd be like,
I
"Why
would
is she so
find
boring?"
you. I would go to them and be like, "Hey, we're gonna be great friends."
And you'd be like, why are
"I'm-
you exactly the same?
What's your favourite writing snack?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
I like
because
that.
I put a lot of thought into that all the time.
Yeah. What is yours?
Okay, chocolate chip, not what you're thinking, not oatcakes, rice cakes. Chocolate
Oh, wow,
chip
way to
rice
kill the
cakes
fun. Yeah.
with almond butter on top. It's amazing.
Okay.
Why is that funny?
I don't know, it just feels like you want to have something nice, but you're like punishing yourself by not actually having anything nice.
Yeah. What would yours be?
Hula hoops.
Oh.
Ready salted hula hoops.
Oh, but then your fingers get messy.
Yeah, and then it's like that's a second snack because you've salty fingers you can suck. You stick your fingers in them, and then you have.
That's a bit Josie Grossy.
Mhm.
What's the line or scene you're proudest of having written?
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Look, the light has been directly on my chin this entire time, and everyone's gonna see my like beard. I'm sorry. Okay.
No one would have noticed, but now everyone's going to zoom in.
Great. Which writer's workspace would you most love to snoop around?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
nice. I like that.
Is
yeah.
that?
Yeah, because that's basically going like, who's your favourite writer?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's like who do you hate and you want to like criticise their interiors.
Which way would you take it?
Obviously, who I'd hate. I criticise their interiors. Like my favourite thing is criticising people's interiors.
Yes.
Actually, it could be anyone. Doesn't have to be a writer.
Yeah.
I'll just go into anyone's house and be like, I wouldn't pick that sofa, but sure.
We're saying that. What did you think of the sitting room?
Well, I wouldn't pick that sofa, but
oh yeah, that sofa's gone.
I thought it was great. I really like the panelling.
Well, that's kind of what they've done so far.
It's like, isn't it? No, the flooring is also great.
The floor's great.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, it was just under the carpet.
What? Did you not know it was under there?
No idea.
Had you not ever thought to look?
No, it's not something I think of.
We're so different.
Yeah,
it's like all I think about.
What you're like? I'm just going to pull up this.
Yeah. When I was house hunting with a friend recently, I would go into people's houses and I would try and pull up the carpet to see what was underneath them. And eventually she had to go, you can't, if we're not buying this house, you can't do that. It's like, yeah, but how do you know if you want to buy the house unless you know what's underneath the carpet? And she was like, we are not the same person.
Yeah, please stop vandalizing people's houses. Good. I think I might need glasses. This is not a good time to discover this. I don't have a pen on me.
I might have a pen.
I have a baby bell. And I have a Tampax.
And it's pink. Oh, look at that.
Yay! Is it pink ink as well?
I think it's pink ink, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to nix the finish this sentence writing for me. What else? The younger self you don't think is good. Because that's also advice for aspiring writers.
I don't think it is necessarily advice for aspiring writers because the advice you give yourself is not often the advice you give to other people.
What advice would you give yourself if you went back in time? Just do everything the same.
Some things do taste better than skinny feels.
That's true.
Kind of most things.
Don't listen to Kate Moss when it comes to dieting advice. I did also, there was once 9 questions and I had, what are you reading right now? But then that's not going to work for screenwriters.
No, because it'll be like their own edits.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be like the Instagram profiles of Selling Sunset buyers. What book do you wish you'd written? But again, that won't work for screenwriters. So
what script do you wish you'd written?
That's true. What script do you?
That's quite a good question.
Should we keep that?
I like that.
What script do you wish you'd written?
The American Office.
Oh, was that better?
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched it.
Oh my god, it is the best thing ever. Veep.
Oh, Veep.
I wish I'd written
Veep was so good. It's part memoir, part love story about heartbreak and how her little dog Dennis got her through it. It's lovely, and we're going to talk to her about that today.
It's like being in a car with like Lorraine Kelly.
Her latest novel, The Year of the Dog, is her most personal yet. Oh, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Part memoir, part love story about heartbreak, healing, and the dog that got her through it. That sounds really nice, doesn't it?
Oh, that's lovely.
Is that quite good?
It's quite good, yeah.
That's quite good. 3 years, Lambda, just saying.
It's weird that you keep saying 3 years because, like, isn't that like the regular length of the course?
Because you get crappy courses which are like 1 year, which you basically pay for.
Super judgmental, Daisy.
Sorry. I'm so sorry to all my friends who are in the Lambda
like
1 year.
Shitty 1 year Lambda course.
Yeah, you pay for it, whatever I got in. And that is where my acting career ended. And I think she has, you'll appreciate it because she has just done up her house.
Well, let's hope it's done well.
I know.
Because otherwise my internal
here,
monologue is going to be having a field day.
If the camera pans to you and you're just like...